Welcome back to the channel. This is Ron, and I'd like to introduce our new puppy, Vern. He's a border collie. He's going to be learning to help round up the animals. So today we're going to take you around and just see our daily chores in the morning and the afternoon. So let's get started. Okay, so what we do is we fill up buckets of water to feed the water the chickens and the ducks. Put water in with the pigs and the goats, and then we have this 275-gallon IBC tote that we use for the cattle, and then fill up some buckets periodically. Right now we go to the neighbor's house to use their well because our well is tied into the house now, and since the house is under construction and doesn't have any power to it, we cannot use our well. So we're just going to grab a few of these buckets right now and head over to the chickens and the ducks. Get them fed and watered this morning. We'll come back for the tote. All right, so we're at this is the actual duck house that all the ducks will be in. Right now we have some chickens with the ducks. They will separate hopefully in the next few months. So let's get them fed and get them out. So we give them layers feed, 16%, and then we give them some brewer's yeast on top of it. That's because the ducks need a little more stuff than what the feed actually has in it. So we set up this wind flag to help break up the flight pattern of the predators, flying predators, when they come in, because it's flapping around and they're not quite sure what to make of it. And then we do have a concrete statue of a dog that I move around periodically, just to keep the golden eagles, the hawks, things of that nature, thinking about it before they try to come down and snatch an animal. All right, so these are some Cornish crosses that hopefully in the next day or so we'll actually send them to freezer camp, as people like to put it. There's about 20 in here, and then we have another box over there that are about 3 weeks behind these guys. So we'll get these guys fed. We move these every day. Food and water, and so to let them eat some of the grass and things of that nature. The fencing around this house here is really just more symbolic. When we move the house, which there's rollers that we put it on, you pull it back, we'll move the netting, and it'll be nice and tight at that point. But really it's just a physical barrier that they don't want to go across anymore. At one point it was electrified and they got shocked, and we used it for the next group of chickens. All right, we use some of these waterers. On the smaller birds, fill these up. It depends on the weather, twice a day. And then we got some that are 5-gallon waters that feed in with hoses. And generally only have to fill those up once a day. So these boxes are a lot smaller than what most people are using. These are 4x8 boxes. We only do about 25 birds at a time. As we grow, we'll build the bigger boxes. I don't think I'll get to the 10x12s. I'm not sure I'll do that many at one time, but anything could, one thing about the farm, things change constantly. And then I'll probably turn these into, for another animal. There's some thoughts of some different animals that we want to bring in, and these would work great for other animals that we plan on raising. All right, now we're on to another mixed group. These are our layers, Easter eggers, and we call those the teenagers because they're not quite old enough to lay eggs yet. We did order in 3 turkeys to see how turkeys work in the brooder house and stuff. Unfortunately, one died on the way in and one died within about 3 days, but there's still one going. And then there's also 5 or 6 ducks in here that are going to also go to freezer camp when we process those other chickens. Now, since we have a combination of animals in here, what we've taken is some layer feed and some chick feed, so a 16% and a 20% feed, and we mixed it together in here so they're getting a little bit of both. And I've turned this netting off because this particular netting, when we're done, will be electrified. Here they come. All right, so we got them fed. I feed them at 2 different spots. I'm gonna fill up their water. I got a 6-gallon water inside there, and I'll get it filled up. Now this is actually the winter house that we'll move over when we get the concrete pad done. And this particular one is 8 feet wide by 24 foot long. So, and this fence will be electrified as soon as I get back on the other side. We have a solar charger that we use on it, and it works pretty good. It really does. So we'll do that and move on to our next and last set, the brooder house. Alright, now we're at the brooder house. We got some more layers here. We've got a bunch of ducks back there. Hopefully in the next few weeks we'll be coming out. So I'm just going to open it all up. This is 8 by 16 feet. So let's get it opened up and get them all fed and watered. As you can hear or may not hear, the chicks are actually making noise, but the ducks are so loud you can't hear anything.
He's all like...
As you can also tell, you don't see Vern a lot right now, because Vern is not a fan of chickens and ducks, by any means. Vern, here! Here, boy, here!
No, no, no.
Take care of the ducks, and that will be it for this thing. We'll go up, get the tote, and do the rest. Or I should say animals fed.
This one.
Hey, Michael. How we doing, guys? One thing that I've really noticed up here on the farm is how things can start piling up and getting out of control on just stuff. You know, picking things up, getting them put away. The strings on these bales when you open them up. So, organization and cleanup. This is a constant struggle, just like your house. I think when you go away on vacation, it multiplies. that out of the way. How you doing today, Michael, huh? And stretch. All right. I'll take some over here to the goats. This is a mountain hay alfalfa mix that we're feeding. Our bales are about 750 pounds, 3 by 3 by 8s.
Right. You know,
Go. In. Come on, guys. Watch out, guys. Come on, guys. Yeah, come on. Come on, George. You gotta get out of the way soon. You won't feed her. Of course, we have the boys on this side. We come in the boy side. One of the reasons we do that, all 3 of the boys were bottle fed. So if they get out, they want to come right to you. You don't have to worry about them running off as much. So only 1 of the girls is bottle fed and the other 4 are not. So we're not too sure. I have a hard time. I could touch Tammy, which has the bell, and she'll come to me and want me to pet her and stuff. The other 2 spotted ones, they come to me hit and miss. The white one, the other 2 white ones, they, I'm just now getting where they get close enough that I can actually touch them. Okay, so now that we got hay to the cows and the goats, now we'll check their waters. So, like we mentioned before, we have a 275-gallon tote. And this one's full, so they're ready to go for the day. Then what I do is I come down, turn it on, feed everybody, and then before I leave I turn it off, and that normally keeps this at least 3/4 full. If not totally full, we're actually overflow just a little bit. So now what we'll do is we're going to get some water for the goats because they're going to need it. Bucket full already. So what I do is I'll go up, fill the boys up, and give the rest to the girls. And Vern, apparently. And sometimes I think he's half duck. Go, Vern. Come on. Back up. Back up. Back up, buddy. Keep going. There we go. So if you notice, Vern has a short leash on all the time. That is for us because he's a puppy. Sometimes tries to run and do different things. And it's easier to catch a leash than it is the puppy. You can step on the leash, grab a hold of it. A lot of times the puppy runs because they think you're playing with them. So you know, if you can be a little behind them and actually stop them for their own good, that's why we keep a short leash on him. What are you doing, Vern? Huh? Yep, it's empty. You need to get more. Come on. Come back and get that, and then we'll go feed the pigs. Okay, well, we're here. I always like to test the electric fence. Hey, how you doing, girls? Huh? Yeah. Alright, then we'll get Brian's food here. Hey Brian, how you doing, buddy? Come here, come here, come here. Come here, I'm gonna... When he's close to it, the reason we throw it over that way is he literally will put his whole head and face in your way, and it just ends up going everywhere. So you have to kind of tease him over here and then throw it over there. He eats it all. He takes his time. He gets 3 scoops a day. He gets 1 in the morning, and then I give him 1.5 in the morning actually, and then 1.5 in the evening. The girls get 2 in the morning and 2.5 at night. So they'll eat. We had some buckets made for them with nipples in them, but we had them strapped down and everything, and they end up breaking the buckets and stuff. So we're attempting to do some other stuff. So what we'll do is let them eat for a little bit, and then I'll come back and fill their bowls with water. So, here's some water. A little slop. There. Well, that's the end of the morning chores. We do it again in the afternoon, so we do it twice a day. So please like and subscribe and share our videos, and continue to watch our adventure.